imagine what kind of elements you could just come up with. Oh yeah, this is watermelon element. It builds up watermelon status effect, and then when you proc the full status, it becomes a watermelon. There you go.
There you go.
Watermelon
Makes
blight.
no fucking sense, right?
Of course it makes sense. You build up watermelon stacks until they proc. Duh. God damn it, load.
No.
God damn, it's like Final Fantasy 15.
Alright, 10 minutes later, finally loaded.
Dude, that was just unacceptably long load times.
It was freaking out. See that?
I mean, it's a little flag.
Yeah. But see, they have metal, basic mechanics, and freaking out.
Wow, and the Nora live in frickin' teepees.
Yep.
Bet it feels great.
They have a lodge.
The Karja are way more advanced.
Yeah, Karja has a city. They have a hierarchy. They have a kingdom called Sundom. The other one just tribes.
They've made it past the tribal era.
Yeah, finally.
That's a game series I'll never
I'm
want to play.
looking forward to the next game. And what kind of bullshit they're actually building. It's been a while. I used a whole meter of overheal.
I'll find a use for
Yeah.
it.
That's because the Shield Weaver is fucking sick. It's really fucking good.
Yeah. Hostile machine, blue, which means overrideable. Excuse me.
Huh. You know, that thing has a really cool attack for how goofy as hell it looks.
The angry chicken?
Yeah. Well, I'm a chicken with a nutsack hanging from my face. Oh yeah, I shoot this cool sonic wave, and I can shoot fire. How can you tell when you've actually unlocked a bonfire?
Become green.
The little icon?
So, see the green? On
It's a
top of
green
the map?
circle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, on the compass. Are you gonna have to climb up there?
Yep.
Is this just some ridge that doesn't have an end?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. I will welcome a platforming puzzle, but frankly, this game's platforming is pretty weak.
Yeah, it's not their focus. I think focus is the new combat system. Or the idea, or the robot dinosaur.
Robot dinosaurs are great.
I don't know who built this.
Who made this perilous climb with just a few ropes and some paint?
Yeah. What?
Professional mountain climbers hate her.
I really should come here at night. You know, I actually really... Hold on. Okay. I miss... You shouldn't be able to climb that thing because it's too slippery. You're gonna die. But I'm I actually pretty miss the
weather system?
No, the ability. That's done. Do you remember?
Oh yeah. Can you actually get through their building?
They are friendly, I guess.
Friendly enough. Friendly enough to not attack you on sight, which I would consider friendly in this game.
Yep. Life's weird, I guess.
You know, this social system is so drastically different than ours. And we will never actually know what it is like to have this.
So just remember this thing. It's a triangle and flower in the middle.
It's beautiful, that's why.
Well, so it's a special item that you can collect that exchange your goodies. So go ahead. What did you say? Sorry.
I was talking about social structure and just society in general. We've always had the society we have, and we'll never know what it's like to have this weird tribal society. Well, nobody ever wants to make a video game about modern culture and just the mundane things that happen in society today. And people make that shit as a joke.
Should have brought a cart.
Like, what is it? Office worker simulator or something like that?
Human resources?
No, it's like a VR game. But nobody ever wants to make a game like that.
You're very close now.
I was wondering when you'd speak up.
There's a sheer rock wall just ahead. Look close and you'll find handholds leading up.
Oh, really? And who put those there,
Look at that. Damn. Like the cost. Holy moly.
Yeah, fuck that. Treasure boxes? Do they have loot boxes? Do you buy them with your PS4 bucks?
No.
That's dumb.
Special mods.
Loot boxes in a
Why
single
would I
player
expect
game
an
like
answer?
that.
It's so much more exciting to keep it all a mystery. Crash the Eclipse focus network, he said. So how are we gonna do that? Oh, wait. I forgot. We won't. I do all the dangerous stuff. You just listen in.
You know, people do get pretty up in arms about loot boxes, and there's always some controversy going on with loot boxes. Like, I think about Assassin's Creed Origins and how everybody flipped out about how there were loot boxes in the game. They call it pay to win, all that shit. But the fact that it's a single player game makes it very special.
There are the handholds. What reads so
And that-
simply. Did you get that, Sylens? No? Fitting name you got there.
Well, when you get a loot box in a single player game,
All right. What now?
You wait, that's what. Take a seat at the campfire and rest. When night falls, we'll talk.
well, I was saying the purpose of that is just
I
like
still have a fire to keep me company.
speed up the goddamn game. I don't wanna play through this game. I don't have the time. I want to be able to beat it myself, but I don't want to have to fucking wait through goddamn everything.
How nice of you to finally drop by.
Our purpose this night is to crash the focus network.
Yeah, tell me the part I don't know. How?
For starters, you'll need to infiltrate the Eclipse's main base.
I think this guy may
What?
probably build his own
That's
computer
right.
already.
Fortunately for you,
Maybe.
I brought you round to the back way. It's right through that crevice. Once you reach the base, you'll see the objective. A derelict tall neck that's been extensively modified. Climb the tall neck. Grafted into the top of its disc, you'll find a module.
It's totally a
of sorts.
fucking computer.
Destroy that, and the focus network will crash.
So you were part of the Eclipse.
I've never been part of anything. I serve my own interests, always. But it is the case that I assisted the Eclipse before I sensed the threat they might become. It was a mistake that I'm doing what I can to correct.
What sort of assistance did you give them?
Head through that crevice, Aloy. You have more important things to do than ask questions.
I think that's a pretty relevant question, though.
Yeah.
Because it might help. It might help her not get fucking killed outright and fail. Anyway, loot
Yeah.
boxes, single player games.
Yeah.
Are they stupid? Well, it seems to be a very successful trend, and they show no signs of stopping it because it's so wildly successful in all kinds of single player games on mobile phones. So it's here to stay.
Machines. Trained like guards.
More like soldiers. Held in reserve for...
My question is, why the fuck do you put loot boxes that you get with in-game currency only? Why would you do that?
I think it's because you cannot get legendary loots from the start, right?
Yeah.
And
Wanna
they give
get your
you
gameplay
couple.
to-
Yeah, they give you a couple legendary, and you can just use your money to upgrade it. Also, I don't think this armor actually gonna work.
No.
I think I'm just gonna.
I think it's nothing but Shield Weaver from
Yeah,
here
yeah.
to the end of the game.
I fucked up, didn't I?
You got a little dizzy status effect. Whatever that is. Your frenzy build up.
If you're not jumping all the time, it'd be really helpful. Oh my
Also,
god,
they
did
didn't
die
have-
to a one eye shot, right?
It's really be helpful if they didn't have a boatload of health. Give him the old shoot.
Really?
Give him the old bullet. Does Aloy ever get a fucking Glock? She ever get a pistol?
You know what? Fuck you guys.
That's one dead chicken. Roasted even. What made these watchers so tough? Shit.
Yo,
I
right
get
eye
they're
watchers.
corrupted.
They're right eye watchers.
So fire, hitting a burning target with fire arrows doesn't just.
It's not burning though. No,
It
he's
was.
burning.
It was. It was just like at the very tail end of the status effect. So does that just waste it? If you try to
Yes.
set them more on fire than they
I
already are?
think I hit
I'd have
a
to
wall.
leave something else behind.
Hmm.
The
Well-
last time when I come here, when I hit the chicken, I didn't alert the rest of them.
Well, I was talking about loot boxes, right?
Yes. Also, do you know why they're corrupted?
Why are they corrupted?
Because you may already unlock the cauldron. It will make this fight easier than it should be.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, you know how you have the loot boxes in this game, you got the loot boxes in single player mobile games, you had the loot boxes in a game like Assassin's Creed Origins, right?
Yeah.
And then you have loot boxes in multiplayer games. And that is a completely different, like, that's a completely different issue altogether. Now, everybody's got their arguments for and against loot boxes. How people need to say, oh, loot boxes need to be gone forever from video games. It's just a Skinner box mechanic that's just tricking people into gambling, especially children who are susceptible to that. Okay. Nobody's talking about Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, or baseball cards that still exist.
Can't be too prepared.
Well,
And they've been doing
but-
the same thing.
The problem is
Forever.
now, what is popular in the target audience is like you need to know what a stat symbol is, what the stat symbols are. So now Yu-Gi-Oh card, whatever card, baseball card. I mean, they still exist, but when you go to high school, so my dad is my dad is a Nintendo CEO, or I have a really rare baseball card. Which one gonna grab more attention? Gonna boost up your social stats?
Dude, it all depends on what's popular at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
It all depends on what's popular at the time. But do you think loot boxes are a bad thing?
Depends.
Do you think they have to go away? I don't know. I think bad loot boxes need to go away. EA does it like shit.
Yes, that's what broke Destiny or something.
There's
a game that's.
I don't know if Destiny wasn't EA. That was Activision.
Oh man.
Explosions in
Activision and Bungie.
Pay that no mind.
Well, Bungie's the developer. The publisher's Activision, I think. But yeah, the implementation of loot boxes in EA games is just terrible. Mostly because I'm thinking about like Star Wars Battlefront,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Just damn. There were basically paywalls to that game. Just you can't do shit unless you pay for it.
Well, there are a lot of games like a lot of MMOs I play, and they sorta support the microtransaction or real money RMT, right?
Yeah.
That is the thing that turned me off. It's just so not fun. Like, okay, we farm, like back in Final Fantasy 14, we farmed a certain fight for certain gear, and some guy just either a new patch just dropped and there's new gear, right?
Yep.
You can get good parser or even get an early kill if you have this crafted gear.
Yep.
But you don't have money, and people can just buy money and get those gears and just like, oh, I have better, I play better than you. I mean, it doesn't really matter in the end game that you have like basically equal amount of the gear and whatnot. But in the early game, dude, sometimes it's just a one or not.
Yeah.
I have been there. I can see my damage going up.
Well, some people will just buy accounts. Some
Yeah.
people will just buy everything because they've got the money to support it. And then when they get in and they have no idea how to play the game, they get into these fights where you have to play with other people. You have to interact with other players of the game, and oh boy, you're gonna learn. You better fucking learn. And if you don't, well then, what are you gonna do? Be obstinate and be a dick to everybody?
Oh, you just elise or something like that, right? Is
that is the defense. That is the impregnable defense. Is, oh, you guys are just fucking elitists. Fuck you, assholes. When what you should have done is say, hey, I'm new. I need help.
Or
I don't know shit about this
I just
game.
bought this account. That's a start. I'm not pointing fingers that you shouldn't buy an account or something. It's
Wow.
your money. It's
The
your
swag
money.
slide.
I know. It's your money. That's how you can decide how to spend it. But just like, okay, this is 7 other people.
Oh, plus, don't forget, games like that, they tend to creep up in sheer amount of time that you have to invest into it to actually be relevant. So the games will sell jump potions and shit where you can just buy a max level or next to max level account. Because leveling feels fucking dreadful. And then actually doing all the main story quests up until a relevant point requires you to just dump days of time into this fucking game. And don't forget, there are a lot of games where mandatory content, mandatory fights, they become so irrelevant that nobody else plays them, and it's like, well, you gotta go in with buddies, otherwise you can't fight it.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy XI fell victim to that hard. Until they introduced, you can just summon NPCs to help you.
The tall neck's just over this ridge. You'll see it when you reach reach the top.
So yeah, I
Now be ready
understand
to
buying.
fast.
I understand
Get
buying
in and
levels,
get it
buying
done
accounts,
before
buying your
tomorrow.
in-game money, but
Here we go.
You cannot really have a huge impact on community by doing that and make it unfair
this?
or something.
well, some people are just fucking lazy and they'll play the game and then they'll just buy up a bunch of money
Has been moved.
and then have an edge over everybody because they can just buy shit outright.
So much for your insider knowledge. Toward the explosions. Great.
You got exactly one shot at this, Aloy, so spare the sarcasm and make it count. You see that bridge over the ravine?
Yep.
Memorize its location. There's a rappel point on the side. That'll be your way out.
And these Eclipse troopers?
Avoid them or kill them, your choice. The
They're
blasting
dead.
should cover any noise you make. Find the tall neck and destroy the module on top.
Here we go.
So what exactly is Eclipse?
Is your cult?
Are they Shadow Karja?
Yes.
So they're the same?
Yes. Eclipse, because they are, you know, the true Karja or the true king, you know, just hide behind, you know, I don't know. But yeah, Eclipse they are Eclipse.
Okay. It was confusing because up until now they were calling them Shadow Karja.
Now they're giving a proper name. Yeah.
So you can see how shit like that has
Hello.
negative consequences in multiplayer games. But then single player games, completely different atmosphere.
Yeah.
It is totally different.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, it comes down to this. If you want to spend less time in the game, if you just want to be able to beat it and enjoy all the bare minimum content, then you have that option to just buy your win. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to just buy it.
Just like, okay, you have to have a buddy that can play with you. I totally hear that. Wow, you just freak out. Like last time when I went back to 14 after I take a 8-month break,
They're getting
Yeah.
up.
and me and Doug
Nothing
were
there,
playing
idiot.
together. Me and Doug played together, and just helped me to catch up. I mean, he knows, and I know too. I'm not a bad player by any means, but it still takes me. It still took me a while.
Basically a month.
to catch up.
More than that. But that's just the way the game is designed. At least in Overwatch, it's like... It's almost... Or it's entirely
Shelter.
cosmetic
It's
items.
bigger than the others.
The same with Dota.
Find the tall neck, Aloy. There's
Sort
no
of
time
the
to
same
fuck
with
around.
League of Legends.
Is if I make time.
The fact that you can buy characters and you'll just never have a character pool large enough
Yeah.
without, you know, sinking some money into it feels fucking bad. I like the way Smite does it. They're like, okay, here, cosmetics are... Okay, it's a free-to-play game.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to buy the game, get access to every character from the start, you pay us, what, 30 bucks? 40 bucks? Something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that, yeah.
And then all cosmetics, those are completely separate microtransactions. That is a good business model. Because if you want to pay for the game, and it's not even a premium, it's just this is the cost to purchase this game, then go ahead. And I guess you could say the same for League of Legends, but League of Legends doesn't have a package like that. Dota, they give them all to you from the start, and the money they make relies entirely on microtransactions for cosmetic items, for in-game like EXP boosts that give you some shit like the compendium. People more or less voting on esports and blah blah blah. A lot of money goes into the international.
Okay.
But that's a pretty good free-to-play system, and they have loot boxes. They have loot boxes. I think Team Fortress 2 was kind of pioneering that. You know, Team Fortress 2 first came out. It was like 2000. I don't know. I think it was like 2000. 2003 or something. I can't fucking remember. 2007, anywhere in that range. I'm bad at this. I just know I've had my Steam account since 2007, and that was a few years after Team Fortress 2 came out. At least the orange box. And they just started updating it with all these experimental updates. Like, here, we're going to start changing shit around a whole lot. We're going to start adding this inventory system where you can get cosmetic items and get these new weapons and shit. And then here's the boxes, and here's the keys and all that, and then it just exploded. For better or for worse, that just became extremely popular.
Ah, actually worked. You see? I throw rocks.
That was legit.
A distraction.
Well, I was gonna say, frankly, that I'm...
Is there fighting up ahead?
No. It's a mining operation.
Uh-huh.
So long as you're quick, it won't affect you.
Oh good, another secret.
All in all, I'm actually glad that people are more intelligent about making games that compel the player to actually play them. I'm glad that people are getting better at that. But what I'm not glad about is, like, every goddamn game feels the same sometimes.
I kind of like Overwatch's system that the loot box, it just give you some cool shit. You know, the things you may like,
and cosmetic items strictly.
Yes, it doesn't really affect
Full already.
anything that may, change your gameplay. Like, oh yeah, if you use this, if you this scan, the Mercy gonna heal more, which gonna mean the the higher level you are, the more heal you're done or the more damage you're done. It's not like that.
That would just be grade A bullshit, and I would never play that game.
And then the thing is okay, the golden weapon, it just straight up a stat symbol. That's it.
An annoyance.
Armor.
Yeah.
There's only one man big enough to wear this. Helis. This is his shelter. Not exactly fancy.
What would you expect of a fanatic? His only extravagance is his brutality.
So you know.
Just enough to want to stop him.
Big tree go down.
He's a fanatic, all right. Single-minded.
It gives him a focus that you seem to lack. Now how about finding that turtleneck?
It might have been easier to turn down this path. Why bother?
Just find it and get to the top. Destroy the module and then get out fast as you can.
Sure is a lot of blasting up there. Sounds busy.
Busy enough not to notice you, let's hope.
Silence is constantly like,
see it.
shut the fuck up.
They built some kind
I wanna
of
do this
structure
thing.
around it.
Climb it.
Alert. Irregular transmission source near.
Okay. So I don't know. I think in Smite or Dota or whatever game, that kind of game, I don't know what
MOBA. In a
Yeah.
MOBA.
It's just cosmetic. Oh, my character look cool, and then all the, things look different. When I shoot this, it's no longer a ice ball. It's it's a piñata, something like that.
I see the module.
Good. Now be quick.
That's not my spear.
This is Hades.
Aloy, this is not the time.
That's a
A
Horus.
devil.
Open the module's casing, now. Aloy, do as I say or all is lost.
Mario. This is a Mario. Straight up Mario.
Mario just going up that wire.
Yeah.
Entity miscalculated. entity cannot destroy me. I am beyond its reach.
It's nice.
Maybe you are. But this isn't!
Just suck them up into your proto pack or whatever the Ghostbusters use.
Destroy the entity.
Spooky scary.
Oh, Tall Knight.
Wow, they just ruined their whole network. She didn't even have to destroy it with that.
So Tall Neck is just communication tower. This is a radio tower, you know. Ow, fingers. Bye, Tall Neck. I know that while.
That's too bad. You have to keep moving or I'll suffocate.
Huh?
The silence is just so redundant.
No way.
Oops.
Bye.
I retime. I cannot find my way. Hi, daughter.
I'm glad that video game characters have insane stamina. Not only are you able to just sprint forever, but you're also also able to climb shit that really nobody but a select few people could climb barehanded. What a perfect human being.
What do you think I'm doing, Sylens?
Goodbye.
See? This
Al-
water is fine. The other
Aloy
one is
excels. She excels at falling from extremely high distances.
not. Mm-hmm.
And backwards at that. She's 2 for
Right.
2 on that.
But still, like nothing happens. Say, fuck you, Sylens.
She is a perfect human being.
I know. She is the shit.
You just come on. You're fucking dead.
I'm a bullshit armor. Lol.
You think that's bullshit? Master Chief from Halo can just fall from goddamn orbit. And then he just lands on the ground like, oh shit, the gel
Lands on the
inside my
ground?
suit saved me. No,
Lands
it
on the
fucking
ground?
didn't.
Lands on
You're
the
dead.
Going, but you survived.
You knew Hades was there and you sent me to him?
I won't deny I risked your life, but it was the only way. Now, with the focus network down, we can both get what we want. Access to the secrets of Zero Dawn.
I'm past trusting you with secrets.
Good. That means you're wising up. Trust is for fools. It shifts and crumbles like sand. A poor foundation for any partnership. But mutual self-interest, now that is a solid bedrock upon which you and I might build a new science of understanding. We both need answers, Aloy. And thanks to you, we're on the verge of grasping them. Let's unfold. We'll speak again.
A grade A cock, Sylens is.
Miserable. Damn him.
Oh man, that foliage looks great.
If I could toss this focus and be rid of you, Sylens, I would.